This video is sponsored by Later. As a whole, we tend to love New Year's for our fresh starts, but a new month is just as good of an excuse to create a clean slate. In this video, I wanted to take you through a bit of planning and organizing my life to start the new month fresh. So I started out with a weekly reset. My reset is something that I do every single week. I take some time to do things like clearing out my emails, clearing out my desktop and downloads folder, brainstorming any to-dos that are on my mind, and generally just decluttering my brain. It feels like a really good place to start to create a clean slate for the next month. So one thing that I really want to plan in this Plan With Me session is my Instagram and the strategy behind it and planning out all of my posts. This is something that I haven't done before. I've definitely had my seasons with Instagram, but I'm really ready to up my game and be more consistent. I really want to find out what it is that you guys like seeing on Instagram the most and then start posting more of that. It's a question that I could ask, but generally analytics will tell me a very truthful story. The first thing I want to look at with my Instagram analytics is when you guys are actually online. This is something I've genuinely never looked at before. So in Later, it gives you this audience engagement, online followers, activity chart. And it looks like most of you are online at 6 a.m. in the morning, if not like 12. I don't think I ever post at 6 a.m. in the morning. Up until now, all of my Instagram posts have been manual, so it's just been me uploading them when I feel like it usually. The next thing that I'm gonna do is look at my most commented on post, my most shared post, my most saved posts. This is actually a tip that I got from The Social Bolt, which is an Instagrammer that I follow. I paid for her ebook. It's no longer available, but I think she's releasing a course soon. It's like I look at this kind of stuff on my YouTube analytics a lot, but not Instagram. So this will be interesting. So I'm going into my insights. Let's go with the most saved first. That's literally one of my most recent posts. Okay, so you guys like saving quotes. This one has a good caption. There's some journal prompts. So this is what I have ended up with. I've also put all of the captions in a comment. So I'm gonna go ahead and write down what these posts were about, why I think they did well, how I could do more of them. Because in some, I think there is a really clear pattern as to what does well on my feed. So after I compiled my most commented on, liked, shared, and saved photos, I started to take notes on why I felt like each image worked so well so that I could recreate it in the future. So there are a few big learnings from doing this activity. One is that quotes do really well. So a quote was my second most shared, and I posted that literally 2 days ago, and it was my second most shared item. And then also my very most saved post. Funnily, that post probably got less likes than I've had in some time. I always find quote posts don't get very many likes, but clearly it's something that you guys value if you're sharing it and you're saving it so much. I know I'm a real quote fiend, so I feel like it's an authentic thing for me to be sharing. Like, I love a good quote. And in the caption, I also analyzed the quote and gave like little activities that you could do related to the quote and ways that you could embrace the quote more in your life. So, more quotes are coming. Also, not surprisingly, the most commented on literally all had questions. The only one that didn't is this one, and this one pops up a few times and I'm like, I don't understand. Journal prompts and activities to do, plus interesting facts about behavior change, and recommendations came up a lot in all of these top posts. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use all of the information that I've just learned, and I'm going to schedule out a whole bunch of Instagram posts. So Later is the sponsor of this video, and they are all about streamlining your social media strategy on Instagram for sales and success. Later has been super simple to use. As someone who's never done Instagram scheduling previously, I love that I can visually schedule my posts. That's probably my biggest thing. I can plan my feed with their drag and drop tools so that everything is in line and everything looks good. Also, everything's on autopilot, so I don't have to worry about when and what I'm posting. It's just a really good tool to make life easier. Their goal is very much to simplify Instagram marketing so that anyone can do it. Like if you're an influencer, if you're a business owner, whatever you are, you can use Later to help you to achieve your goals on Instagram. Later are also offering 1 month free of Later Premium, which gives you access to a ton of features. You can get this by using the link in the description box below, using the code Marshall2020. Okay, so let's get scheduling. All of my content is now planned up until the 1st of July. You're joking. I can very confidently say that I've never been so ahead on my Instagram planning. My future feed has never looked so good. There's still work to do, but hey. Also, if I want to, I can shuffle things around. I don't want to because I have like a set in place. But that's how I've been making sure that my feed looks good. The next thing that I want to do in my plan with me is actually plan my life a little bit, and I'll be using my life map to do that. It has monthly refresh pages with some questions that I really like to go back to on a monthly basis that just reset me, take me back to things like my values, creating experiences in my life, celebrating my wins, all of the good things. Some questions that you might want to consider asking yourself on a monthly basis are things like, what were your wins for the month? Your wins can be professional, they can be personal, they can be self-care focused, they can be mental health focused, whatever feels right at that point in time. What were your favorite moments this month? This makes every month more memorable because you start revisiting everything that you did, everything that you experienced, all of the memories that you have, even if at the moment it might have been mostly at your home. Revisiting your goals is really important in this time as well. If you have some self-care goals, how are they going? If you're working towards a big project, is that something that you still feel aligned with? Then I really like to list out what I want to focus on getting done in the next month, which always links back to my bigger goals. So I finished my little monthly refresh. It feels so good. I'll walk you through what I wrote down. It's not too personal or anything. This month felt slow because it literally did. I feel like this month was the slowest month, probably just because everything shut down. My big wins for the month were getting a lot of Life Map Daily stuff done. I also put getting 1 month of Instagram content planned and working out really consistently. My highlights, like, that's pretty sad because there weren't really many things that we could do this month. And here are a few things that I've planned into the next month. Bouldering is going to be open this month and I'm so freaking excited. I also like to look at my goals and rate them in terms of how exciting they feel, how challenging they are, impactful and doable, just to make sure that I'm on the right path. And another thing that I like doing is planning out what I want to have done by the end of the month that relates to my bigger goals. I feel like writing out my wins was really important this month because it kind of feels like nothing has happened. It's been one of those months because of Corona, and also because sometimes that's just what life feels like. Like, I feel like I'm a very slow progressor. Like, you know, I'm a baby stepper, and sometimes when you make baby steps and you're making them consistently and they're really small, it feels like nothing is moving. So it's really nice to write and reflect on your big wins for the month so you can be like, no, yeah, like, I am getting things done. It's just I'm moving slowly, and that's an okay way to move. Now I'm going to be doing something that I've wanted to do for a little while. I think it might be something I should probably do on a quarterly basis, and that is updating the vision board that I have. It's currently on my desktop. That's been the one that I've been going back to and really looking at quite a lot. So I think that's the one that I want to update. There's some stuff on there that I've already been able to bring into my life, so I want to replace it, also get a little bit more specific with some things. There's a quote that I like and it says, don't dream bigger, dream more specifically, something along those lines. And I do feel like some of the things on my vision board are just a little vague, like I'm not really sure what they mean. So I'm going to drill down a little bit on my digital vision board. I created my vision board in Canva, which is really free and really easy to use. I just dragged in images from Pinterest and I added some text to back those images up as well because I think I'm visual and written. I also had a dream figure that I'm working towards. It's a bit vulnerable to share, but I would highly recommend watching Erin from Erin May Henry's YouTube video on calculating your dream income to help you with that, if that's something that you want to put on your vision board and you don't just want to pick a random number. So this is what my desktop looks like. When I was creating my first desktop background, I always was unsure how to make it like the right fit. What I actually just did to make everything so much clearer was I screenshot the entire desktop and then I got the dimensions from that. So hopefully that's helpful for you. On it, I just have a camera that I want to get. I have my dream home that I'm waiting for. I have my 2 Gold Coast business gal pals I'm working on it. The social anxiety has hit, as well as Corona. Put a little bit of a standstill to that, but we're gonna get there. I've also got being a bouldering queen because I want to get really freaking good at bouldering when it opens back up, as well as consistent home workouts. I want to refine my style a bit more. I feel like it's gone a bit downhill, as well as get-togethers, deeper relationships with Lisa Jane. Look, it sounds very cheesy, but it is what it is. Customer service person. And that is my vision board. That isn't something that I do on a monthly basis, but it's something that I've wanted to do for a little while because there were a few things on there, like getting a new car that I randomly was forced to do, as well as I've been able to afford a few other things that were on my vision board, which I'm so happy with. They've made my life so much easier. So I wanted to put a few new things on there. If you liked this video, you might like my last video on prepping for a new month. I think I did like a good clean as well as a few other little activities. If you want to get inspired to create a fresh start for yourself for the new month ahead, I'm gonna have that linked on the screen as well as down below. I appreciate you guys so freaking much, and I will see you soon.